Hi guys, listen, I hope everyone's good. Happy New Year. I hope 2021 is going to be nothing but a productive year for you guys. I know 2020 was a bit kind of hectic for everyone with the whole COVID and, just a lot of deaths. But we hope this year is going to be good and coming from. Here's your two hosts. Yeah, me. We're back here again. Today we're going to talk about the world blocking your blessings. Where you're coming from. When I mean the world blocking your blessings, I feel like in life, there's a lot of things that we want to do. There's a lot of things we want to achieve. However, sometimes we feel like our blessings are blocked. And this sometimes comes down to maybe the people you're surrounded by. Where you're coming from. Your surroundings can play a big part. You might want to do something big in your life. You might want to set up your own business. Where you're coming from. You might want to try to get into your dream job, but it's like the people you're surrounded by. Every single time you got a plan, you tell them, you express your feeling, you tell them, listen, I want to do this. But sometimes you feel like the energy you get from them is not good.
But also, the world blocking your blessings also to understand your inner self. But also to give yourself motivation to push yourself every day, to not have that kind of thought, to not have that thought of like, oh, why is my day like this? Or why am I feeling this type of way? But to understand yourself, to build yourself, but also to just let go of everything within this world so you can elevate. So today we're going to be talking about the world blocking your blessings.
Because we've all been through that stage in life where we feel like our blessings are blocked and we don't really know why it comes down to that, so you're coming from. So sometimes that's why we need to sit down and think maybe the surroundings we're surrounded by sometimes plays a part. Sometimes not having faith in God also plays a part. And sometimes you could be blocking your blessings by yourself, by sometimes doubting yourself where you're coming from.
But also in this world, they put us in the same kind of dream and the same kind of desires where we're all focusing on one thing, so we're not really understanding for what someone is, for who someone is, for what their intentions are, and what they're kind of achieving, and how they kind of pursue to get stuff, and how of their mindset. So we kind of tend to close a blind eye to a lot of stuff. So today we're going to be talking about why this stuff happens, what we can do to prevent it, and what we can do to kind of just to rebuild ourselves and just channel ourselves to better ourselves and to move away from what could put you in that position. And so yeah. So today we're going to start by, we're going to read by, but mark this word, there'll be terrible times in the last day, for people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, heartless, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, reckless, swollen, lovers of pleasure rather than a lover of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, having nothing to do with such people. So we see in this world today that we see a lot of people within this world, we tend to lean on our understandings, and what we kind of do is tend to close a blind eye to kind of pursue what our dream is. And sometimes within our life, like, that's what gives us to, when we walk into this world, you've got to see it as, within this world it's giving us a dream. And sometimes we forget the dream that God has given us, but also like the spirit within us. The spirit that kind of channels us to be better, but also to keep us flowing within this world. We kind of paint a picture within our mindset to make an art bigger than what it's meant to be, when we're meant to make it as minimal. Life should be like how our art should be like a day of work. Do you know what I'm saying? It should be just something to put food on the table, but we make it as a bigger art, and that kind of programs our mind to focus on that art, but also it damages it to how we want to get it, how we want to look at stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? We may look at it differently, and we may look at stuff differently, and some people may come with different hearts and different mindsets. Some people may come in with beautiful hearts and beautiful mindsets. So we'll get pushed into one kind of place. So also I want to say, also go to this one here. I have a message from God in my heart concerning the sinful of the wicked. There is no one of God before their eyes. In their own eyes they flatter themselves, too much to detect or hate their sins. The words of their mouth are wicked and deceitful. They fail to act wisely or do even good. Their beds they plot evil. They commit themselves to sinful cause and do not reject what is wrong. So can you relate to that? Can you
repeat the last bit, sorry?
Their mouth are full of cursing and bitterness.
Alright, when we talk about that, I feel like especially in this generation, a lot of us are surrounded by negativity. A lot of people are negative.
Yeah.
So you see when people say sometimes, you know what, that person's not gonna get far in life. Sometimes it's like you're talking things into existence. Where you're coming from. So you can be cursing someone when you're saying things like that. Yeah. So we need to sit down and think about this stuff.
Not understanding our thoughts.
Yeah, not understanding our thoughts. Thank you.
Do you understand? When we say not understanding our thoughts, why do we get into that process of not kind of understanding our thoughts? Do you feel like our thoughts are bottled up, and do we think a lot for trying to pursue something in life, or what kind of gives us that? I
sometimes feel like when we begin to overthink, our thoughts are overflowed with so much things coming from, and that I feel like that plays a part.
Yeah.
I feel like that plays a part definitely, and it's also, yeah, I feel like that definitely plays a part. Coming from, like, in this generation, you tend to see people change when they start getting money. I feel like that's something big. A lot of people, a lot of friends, when they start making money, they seem to feel like they're better than everyone else. They seem to feel like, you know what, because I'm earning this amount of money, because I have this, I'm better than you. Like I said in the first episode that we've made, that we've done, no matter how far you get, no matter how much money you get, you should always remain humble, because today you might have a lot of money, but tomorrow you might not have a lot of things. You're coming from, and that's the thing that us young people need to understand in this generation. You need to remain humble.
Also, to understand the value of yourself for when you have nothing. Also, within this world, when we have nothing, I feel like we're under.
I feel like we don't appreciate.
Yeah,
we don't appreciate things.
We're not really here to look at desire, but also under commandments of our parents as well. So that's what keeps us in shape. I feel like when we go to chase our dreams and chase our desires for what the world is giving us, I think we come out of that bracket and we kind of hang with other people. And I feel like a newborn baby. You see, when a newborn baby is born, like their brain is soft. I think our mindset is very soft. So we're trying to find ourselves instead of having kind of a solid mindset to keep strong and to also keep ourselves within faith and also keeping the spirit within ourselves. I feel like that's the thing that we lose from trying to keep to the arts of this life. And that's where we bump into kind of these people trying to block your blessings and feel like people come into having jealous eyeballs to you and understanding, but not knowing. I feel like we lose. How can I say it? We lose the structure for what our parents is, because our structure is what gives us this long distance of life. When we start to listen to other people, then we start to think like them. Do you know what I'm saying?
And that's when it all drops down to surroundings, isn't it? The surroundings you have. If you're surrounded by negative people, people that don't have motivation, you're going to begin to think like them. You're coming from, because you're so used to the energy that they have around you, which is negative. However, when you're surrounded by people that are positive, people that are ambitious and are motivated, that's going to motivate you as well to achieve great things in your life. You're coming from. So it also plays a part. That's why I say surroundings is very important. Listen, even family. Some family that you might have, their surroundings not good. It's bad energy you're coming from. As much as you love your family, sometimes if you feel like you're getting an off energy, if you feel like the energy is off towards you, distance yourself. You're coming from. The last thing you want to be surrounded is by negative people. If you're someone that has friends, family, and you're always telling them what you want to achieve in your life, but the vibe you're getting from them is off. Like they don't support you. Listen, keep your distance. Keep your distance. You're coming from.
Yeah. For like it says here, there's no one righteous, not even one. There is no one who understands. There's no one who seeks God, who have turned their way. They have together become worthless. There's no one who does good, not even one. Their throat is like an open grave. Their tongues are deceitful. Their tongues practice deceit. Their poison of viper lip, the viper in on their lips. Their mouth are full of cursing and bitterness. Their feet are swift to shed blood, ruin and misery marks their way. And the ways of their peace they do not know. So, do you understand what I'm saying? Throughout their misunderstanding builds anger. Throughout the misunderstandings, Because we see in this life, I feel like we tend to focus on the flesh of a person and not the spirit of a person.
Okay, yeah.
You
Makes sense.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we tend to focus on the flesh of everything that we do.
Mm.
We even forget about the flesh of ourselves, or the heart of ourselves.
Mm.
So when we stop to forget and when we kind of put stuff in front of us, I think we're blocking the blessing for what God's trying to give us. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's what it is. That's why we may feel like have that mindset of lower mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? We sit around people that do not practice a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? We sit with people, with many people that don't believe in stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Something it's become normal in school. Do you know what I'm saying? Your teachers like atheists. Some people are atheists. Some people are different cultures. Do you know what I'm saying?
It can also force on you as well, because you're not gonna know what's right between wrong sometimes.
Yeah, so you're transparent to people and not being solid to yourself.
Exactly.
In this world.
You know, do not conform to the pattern of this world. Yeah? But be transformed by renewing your mind, then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good, pleasing and perfect will. Do you come from?
Yeah.
So I feel like we seem to follow the things we see in this world. The latest trends, for example.
Yeah.
If someone has the latest car, if someone has the latest designer, we tend to follow that because we want to be a part of something, you know, we want to feel welcomed. Some of our friends might have the latest cars or something like that, because we see that we want to have the latest cars. Sometimes following the latest trends, you might not know this, but that can also block your blessing.
Yeah.
Because the trends you might be following might be bad. It might not be approved by God. God might not like that latest trend. Do you know where I'm coming from? Like recently, when I went on Instagram, I'm seeing obviously a lot of females are putting up Nicki Minaj's baby.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not your baby.
Yeah.
It's not your baby. Oh, this baby's cute.
Yeah.
Wait when it's your turn, you know, when you have your own little baby, then you can start putting up. You're coming from, because why are you putting up someone else's child?
If it's a lower self, like even the social media, all of this stuff there is built us to have lower self-esteem. Do you know what I'm saying? Within this world, I feel like it's only damaging ourselves to understand what life is. Do you know what I'm saying? And our self-worth. Do you know what I'm saying? We tend to give our hearts and love out to people. Do you know what I'm saying? Give an easy connection to our mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? Sharing our thoughts and energy, understand and shape our respect to other people. Do you know what I'm saying? Not understanding our self-worth. You understand? To get by within this world. In an act of kindness, some can better themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Or to gain knowledge for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might want to help someone so they can be back within themselves, the act of kindness, you understand, to be righteous to other people. Also, you want to gain knowledge within this life as well.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? Also to better yourself. But we've got to understand what our self-worth is. So, do you know what I mean? So our self-worth is, do you not know where your body, don't you know that your body is a temple? Do you know what I'm saying? You've got to understand your body is a temple. This is what's going to carry you for your whole life. Do you know what I'm saying? Your structure within life with your parents, you know what I'm saying, but also God, and this is a temple that you need to take care of, because this is a kingdom to you to connect with. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me carry on. You understand? Your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, who you have from God. Do you know what I'm saying? You are not your own. You understand? For you are bought with price. You got to understand your value in life. Do you know what I'm saying? When you tend to go look for other people's desires and all of that, you got to understand, you may shake someone's hand and you say, oh, I want to be just like you, but you got to understand their value. Some people have desires and needs of different things. Some people do not focus for what you believe in, what is righteous, and some people believe to tread on people. Some people live through fear. Some people live through so much stuff, so you got to understand the value of yourself as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So glorify the God within your body. Do you know what I'm saying? The Spirit of God, you understand, does not make us timid, you understand? But gives us power and love and self-discipline. So self-worth within yourself, you got to understand. That's what self is. You understand? Everyone has a chapter within their life for how they choose to walk within their path. Everyone has their own morals and their needs and how they want to pursue it. Their desires and their needs, you understand? For how they want to get it. So this is what we need to understand as well, for how someone wants to get it. Some people may tread on people and may have evil mindsets to get stuff. Some people may want to do stuff, but some people may, through fear of the other person, because we're all in the same bracket, may want to close someone down. But not understanding within this world, we're here to share experience, but also to help each other. But why do we live through fear? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you want to speak about something?
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you about the fear you're coming from. I feel like a lot of us, we live our life through fear, innit? But you have to make sure, like, sometimes we need to stop fearing, and sometimes we just need to leave in God's hands. We need to put God first. Coming from, I feel like that's really important, especially in this generation, man. We go through so much obstacles, we come across so much people, and the people you're coming across, some of them don't have, they're not good people. They're bad
Some people have bad spirits.
Yeah, some people have bad spirits, some people have bad
bad
energy.
souls. Do you know
At
what I'm
the end
saying?
of the day, we all come from different families. We've all been brought up different. We all have different hearts. Do you come from?
So can I say one?
Yeah,
Some people have a family, some people's families art is from the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Not from the spirit. Some people tend to come in this world to do bad to people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have bad purposes. Some people have good purposes. But we all fit into the same bracket. Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So I just feel like it's very, very important. You need to sometimes sit down and observe and think about the people you want to call your friends and come from, the people you want to associate yourself with, because we don't how can I say, we don't all have the same heart you come from. Not everyone wants to see you go far in life. Do you come from? Not everyone wants to see you go far in life. Not everyone wants to see you achieve a lot of things in life. Some people are waiting for their downfall. So that's why you need to sit down and realize and think, you know what, not everyone is my friend. Not everyone's my friend. If anything, the only best friend you have is God and yourself.
Like this, I was saying, you are a reflection. Like I said, your body is a temple, it's a reflection of God. So you got to see it as this. Within this life, you are a reflection of God. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to remember, if someone doesn't have the reflection of God, then in this world, then their desires are on something else.
Of course.
They're not going to let you flow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your brothers and sisters as well. Do you know what I'm saying? There's only one thing that can relate us within life. If we do not relate to the same art, then we're all going for different things. Do you know what I'm saying? So even for your brothers and sisters, if they don't, then they're going to be chasing their desires. Do you know what I'm saying? But one desire of God gives us the strength to love other people, but also to be nice and kind to other people. But also to follow the commandments is to make sure that you're peace within this world, to know not what to do and what to do. Do you know what I'm saying? One thing, can I just read it?
Of course.
Now I've carefully thought about all of this and explained it in this way. Righteous people and wise people, along with their accomplishments, are in God's hands. No one knows whether there will be love or hatred. Everything turns out the same for everyone. All people share the same destiny, whether they are righteous or wicked, good, clean or unclean, whether they offer sacrifice or do not offer sacrifice. Good people are treated like sinners. People who take oath are treated like those who are afraid to take oath. Understand? Like what you said before. Understand? Do not love the world or the things in this world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desire of the eye and the pride in the possession is from the Father, but it's from the world. And the world is passing away along with its desires. But whoever desires the will of God abides. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't be blind for the things this world offers you. And do not have the egotistical mindset. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be egotistical is being full of yourself, or feeling like you're self-important, to be vain within yourself, or to be bitter to everybody else, to feel like you're better than everybody else. Because everyone's equal within this world.
Of course.
Within this world, we kind of, for the position that we have within our life, we want worth within ourselves. We want to be somebody. So when we look at someone and we want to be somebody, you've got to see as, how do we look at other people? Because a poor person, if we took money away, we took numbers away from everything, everyone would be the same. From a poor person to a rich person, we will not know the difference. If we didn't judge by clothes, if we didn't judge by all these things that we have within ourselves, and we used our mindset of our soul, because if we used our mindset of our soul, then you can see that this guy's a beautiful person for the things that he speaks. I feel like our ears turn blind, our ears turn deaf, our eyes turn blind, and for what we're meant to hear, we tend to close it from people. But this world is a beautiful place, do you know what I'm saying? So,
not everyone in this world will love you. Do you come from? There's going to be some people that are going to hate you.
Yeah.
Some people are going to hate you because they might want to be like you.
Yeah.
You come from. They see you working so hard, they're like, why can't I be like this person? So like that scares them. Your presence sometimes will scare them. Do you come from?
Yeah.
But regardless, listen, we didn't come in this world for people to like us.
Yeah.
Do you come from? Don't feel like you need to be liked. Regardless, you're going to come across people that are going to like and hate you. Do you come from?
Yeah.
It's hard to come across people that are going to like you for who you are, do you come from, but you just need to always remain focused, remain positive, and just leave everything in God's hands, do you come from. Like, when I was growing up, I wanted everyone to like me, do you come from, but unfortunately not everyone's going to like you, innit? It's just life, it's how it is.
Within this life, it's the structure of ourselves, what we bring. Sometimes some people may feel like you're too strong, do you know what I'm saying, and want to knock you down for Everyone wants to like a certain barrier of mindset of a level where you speak to each other. But I understand that this is where you got it from your family. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For why you speak to that guy like that, or why you tell him like that, it may scare him or it may give him may give him anger for why you act like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But it's not your fault. This is what's going to carry you and take you how far you are. But also we've got to understand within this life to work on ourselves, to give a peaceful mindset within ourselves.
Exactly.
But also here, I want you to understand that don't have a big eye for money. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't have a mindset to be important or to be famous.
I think that one's a key one, you know.
Do not admire what someone has. Do you know what I'm saying? Because to be famous, it's a big responsibility.
Well, everyone's to be famous, isn't it?
Idolism. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For when you're being an idol, sometimes people feel like to be an influencer, to be something is just something to get by. It's gifted by God, but also it's not gifted because you're leaning on the understanding. To be gifted by God, you be speaking the right words and
That's true.
the words for what is right. Do you know what I'm saying? So to be an idol is a big responsibility because even though you feel like you're doing good yourself, even though you feel like you're doing it for yourself and you're blessed within yourself, you've got to see for the people behind you.
It's true.
And what reflection you give to other people.
People are looking up to you, innit?
Yeah.
So they're basically following whatever you're doing. Do you come from? So if you've got bad habits and they see that bad habits, they're gonna follow. If you've got good habits, they're gonna follow the good habits. So more time being like a role model to them to a certain extent. Do you coming from?
Like life has been lined up to look at the bigger picture. You understand? The bigger dream. Do you understand? To complicate your art to how you're supposed to see things. Things are supposed to be so simple. You understand? Show you there's a sort of way for how you should get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain way, a certain bracket. That's where everyone falls into the same design and the same brackets. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can be lucky for what you get. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's just one person in life that you may see. For me and you, for example, if I didn't know you, and I may fear you, or I may feel like I want to be more important than you, egotistical than you, I may put your boost or confidence down to tell you that you're not worthy. When everyone's worthy in this life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You may be lucky for what the world gives you, or sometimes there's no hope. Do you know what I'm saying? When some people feel like there's no hope, there's no nothing, you may walk into an art that is not right for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's true. So
that can lower yourself, that can lower your sense of thinking, your thinking process, do you understand? Or the level of your vibration of thinking. But when you're not thinking right, you're how can I say it? You're vulnerable. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because
anyone
you can get easily manipulated.
is manipulated for how life should look like. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you're knocking off God for what God has given you. Do you know what I'm saying? The spirit of the heart, do you know what I'm saying?
No,
For what
true.
keeps you pumping in life. You understand? You tend to go out to reach the people, you understand, who can sit in the same bracket as you. Do you know what I'm saying? So friendship, this is when friendships will come in. Do you know what I'm saying? For what you want to go reach out for. So when you went to go try out some arts and you wanted to better yourself and to be better within yourself, that's when it came in as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You want to go reach out for the same bracket. Or the same lifestyle or the same interest for what you believe to desire, what you looked at within the internet, or you looked at on someone, do you know what I'm saying, that you thought, I want to be like that. Do you understand?
Why do you feel like people want to be like that? Why do you feel like people want to follow what they see on social media? 'Cause I feel like that's a big thing in this generation, though. We tend to follow everything we see on social media. So.
Because I feel like that is the desire and the big dream. I feel like within this world, I feel like that's where people feel like some people live through self-low esteem. Some people in life, their parents have only taught them certain things. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes in life, some parents talk about life lessons. Some people talk about money. Some people talk about how to get girls, how to get all of this stuff here. So you got to see this is what someone has took upon someone else and they've boasted within yourself. So you may feel like this is the life that may get you for what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? But not fooled, but you got to understand, but when you're shaking hands with everybody, and for example, I said, oh, I want to be just like you. Do you understand? You may have like a down mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? You might be going through a bad, do you know what I'm saying? But I just want to be just like you, but the way you spoke to me, do you know what I'm saying? I spoke in the same words, and I've just fallen, and I've become low within the bracket within itself, do you know what I'm saying? So also just admiring it, just the little things they feel like it may better them, but it might not. So, like that. You understand? Hold on, I'm saying you tend to fall in a great bracket as everybody else to comfort you, not understanding the person's chapter of life. Everyone has a chapter of life, no matter where you go within life. Do you know what I'm saying? Before you got there, your mother, before your father, before anybody, there's already a chapter there. For what your mother's taught you, there's already a chapter of the way the person thinks. Before you got there, before there's a chapter of someone who could have done anything to somebody or his mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that sometimes we focus on the art so much for what we're both trying to go to.
You forget the chapter.
You forget the chapter of the person and trying to pick them up, or the spirit of the person.
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? To gain wealth and materialistically. You understand? You have to gain wealth materialistically. Within this world, you can't. Within this world, we feel like we can be wealthy, but in this world, we can't be wealthy. Do you know what I'm saying? To be wealthy, you have to tread on people. Some people like to feel like within this world, you tend to close a blind eye to feel like you're doing it for a good cause. Do you know what I'm saying? But people tend to turn miserable as a term within the way. To gain wealth materialistically means that you're going to have to shake hands with a person, and no matter how you want to get it, you're going to have to get it the same way he got it. You understand? You're not understanding the same way he got it.
It's true.
It can only damage you. Do you know what I'm saying? It can only drift you from what is right and what is so simple. You have to gain materialistic wealth, materialistic wealth, you understand? You have to tread your way through things. Do you know what I'm saying? In this life you have to tread. Because many people stop you. Having an evil sense of mindset on a lower vibration leading you not to live righteously, you understand? For yourself. For yourself, I'm pushing past the boundaries to get what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? In this world, many people's karma of life can affect you. Do you know what I'm saying? That could be your brothers and sisters, and that could be anybody within this world. Say, you from what you was meant to be blessed with and what you was meant to achieve, what God was meant to give you. You understand? Their past karma from their lying, you understand, to get what they want. They're downcasting people's mindsets. Do you understand what I'm saying? The desires of stealing. They could have killed someone. They could have been, their misunderstoods of their mindset can rub on you. You understand? But also can have an effect of how you think. Do you understand? All of these people that do these kind of stuff are the ones that, what's the word? Anxiety. Because in this world you can't be anxious for what you give. Do you know what I'm saying? God doesn't let you to be anxious. Do you know what I'm saying? For this world, it's not anxious world, because within this world you'll be strong. Do you know what I'm saying? For like it said on top of here, where did it go? The Spirit of God gives us does not to make us timid, but to give us powerful love and self-discipline. Do you understand? So this is where anxiety comes. But you see how in this world now they've made anxiety looks like it's something common,
Like
it's normal.
It's something normal, isn't it?
Like you should love someone that has anxiety, not knowing that it can affect your mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? Loving someone with anxiety because he made money now, or because he's got money now, he's anxious for what he does. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people came from beautiful backgrounds and wanted to do this job, but now they've got anxiety for what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? We're seeing that a lot of people within this world. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's because they rubbed hand with people that are not right or sinful in this world. Do you know what I'm saying? We're seeing many people now that are living through effectively, and many people within this world now. Do you know what I'm saying? They built a community. Like each time that you keep building a community, how many times if I come to you, and I've got anxiety, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy comes, he's got anxiety. This guy's got anxiety. This guy comes anxiety, bro. And I just keep building a circle. Next guy comes to the community, he's gonna have anxiety. Next guy comes to build it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same way if you do positivity to be positive. Next guy's gonna be positive. If God's this guy's gonna be spiritual. Do you know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand it. It's a world of just trying to damage you to everyone to fit in the same bracket. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Sorry, 1 second. You understand? Corroborating you. It could be your friends, it could be your family. Do you know what I'm saying? Within this life, we only wake up within someone's chapter. Like your mom may have been low or something, or do you know what I'm saying, had a desire that may fill her heart to have a kid. But you never know what she done before that. There's many things that happen within life that we do not know about. Do you know what I'm saying? We're here to build, to love, and to make sure that we're kind of respectful. Also to friends as well. We do not know their chapter. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we close a blind eye. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like friends it's important, man. It's important.
So don't let no one deceive you for how they present themselves in their life. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have anything you want to say to that or add to that?
Yeah, no, I believe that, man.
Yeah. You can see how amazing you are, you understand? Sometimes in life you may go for stuff within life and you want to pursue it, you want to be good at it. Do you understand? There's so much things within life where you've looked at and said, I can play that role. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's so much things within life and you looked at and said, I am worthy, but how come within this life I'm not worthy to play that role? There's many people coming past you. There's many people that can play that role, but you look at yourself and you can see that you are better than that person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your skills match better than that person. Do you understand? You go back and forth, you rechannel your mindset, you go to change it a bit to better yourself, but there's still no hope for you. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? People are flying past you, you understand? There's no light for the offer that you've got within life. Do you understand? I feel like that happens a lot in life. You understand? You think of new ideas, you understand? But you're just so confused. You understand? And what you can do is wait patiently. You understand? But it could just be just a friend that's just holding you back.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Friends, innit? Friends, it plays a big part, surroundings.
Group of surroundings, yeah.
Surroundings.
And this has a spiritual effect on your life and how you're feeling. Do you understand? Sometimes you may feel like your head is like this, like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may feel like, but why do I feel like this today? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way you think is how you see things and how it's meant to project you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you understand, it's being programmed to you through the government and system to lower yourself, you understand, to lower your self-esteem, to feel like there's no hope, so you can complicate your mindset. Do you know what I'm saying? Because every time you got to go back to the drawing, every time you got to go back, you've already complicated your mind. It's giving you anger, innit? For what is meant to be simple and easy, innit? To not judge others, you understand? They've made you not judge others, you understand? To make people's actions normal, they made people's actions normal to you. For what we see from left to right, for what we see today, left and right. If you saw a guy being angry at someone, it's normal to us. For what we see in this world, it's normal to us, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Not knowing what's good and not knowing what's bad. I feel we close a blind eye to that. Yeah. So not knowing what's good and what's bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Make you feel like everything is, everyone in this world has their own belief and their own opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? That squishes all of us to have the same desire, not knowing that God has a journey for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everyone has a purpose, but some people do. Some people's family have strong-blooded, some people are strong-blooded spiritually. Do you know what I'm saying? And some people are just people within this world. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people might be in the world, they might just come out. You may do something in life and people may come to do you bad and be like, out of nowhere, are you leaving me? He's a good person. Like that's just some people's purpose in life, innit? Yeah. Some people don't have a purpose, but a purpose to make sure that you're good within life. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people have a chapter where they could be leaders within life. Do you know what I'm saying? Kings, to be person to build for other people within this world. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they squish you down to make sure that you're not that. Do you know what I'm saying? The man has been programmed within life, do you understand? To make sure people don't grow. Do you know what I'm saying? Just remember, through people's mindset, through their eyes, understand? Everyone has a different life choice and everyone has a different life choice determine their energy. You know what I'm saying? Well, how they go, like, some people may go for relationships, some people may go for money, some people may go for a different thing. It determines your energy.
This also kind of relates back to our previous episode about relationships, innit? I feel like sometimes the person you might be with, that might be blocking your blessing, because that might not be the person that God has chosen for you. You come from, God might have chosen someone else. So that person you might be with, you might be sitting down thinking like, why are we not progressing? Why are things not getting better? Why are we such in a toxic situations? Because maybe that person's not meant to be for you. Maybe there's someone better for you out there. Do you come from that God has planned? And this is why I feel like going back to patience. You need to be patient. You need to be patient. People are so quick to get into relationships, but they don't understand that you can't be in a relationship with someone that you don't see yourself growing with. Yeah. That you don't see yourself having the type of same energy you're coming from. Yeah. Also spiritual as well, so I feel like that's very important. Very, very important.
So through our journey, you understand, we go through realizations, do you understand for what's true and what is a lie. Do you know what I'm saying? So now we've gone through all these times, we also know now, like, we're going through a stage now of like lower self-esteem. We're getting to a point where, why do people move like that? Do you understand? We're trying to understand stuff. Do you understand? We're trying to understand what's true. We've complicated our mind at this point. Do you understand what I'm saying? So dragging you into darkness. You understand? Where you're blinded. Do you understand? You're blinded from the world.
What do you mean by that?
So when you're blinded within this world, it's only you in this darkness, in this shade of energy that you're in. It's only you within this darkness, you understand? Yeah. Nobody around you can feel the inner realm within your mindset. Do you understand? And the spirit within yourself, you understand? Yeah. Your body's here, you understand? But that you're trapped, you understand? You're trapped, you're in an experience of like, it feels like a bad energy, like you're in hell, like only you can drag yourself out of this darkness that no one can. Do you understand? No matter how people look at you, you may feel like you're about to drown, you may feel like within this life, like there's no hope for you. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is what someone's given to you in life. Do you know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand this within life, do you understand? We live in a place now where everything's upside down. For the things that we're meant to not admire, everyone admires. For what people give you now, even if they speak to you, they're not really speaking to you. It's not elevational. It's something that I can give to you, but you're only going to drown around the corner. We're living in hell within this generation now. We're living like in the last times where many people ain't got nothing good for us to speak about no more. Do you understand? We're living in the 21st century where hell is just like an experience. Do you understand? From when you come into the realization that you've lost your spirit within yourself, do you understand? That's when you come out of that darkness. Do you understand? But you've got to understand where you're walking, because at the end of the day, that experience becomes permanent. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand?
That's true.
You've got to understand the righteous. So the people you surround yourself with, do you understand, can have an unrighteous lifestyle. I'm facing their karmas at that point. So when you're there and their life is like in a loop, it's just looping.
It's playing a part of you.
When you're holding them,
you're involved in that loop, innit?
you're a loop. So you're not spinning nowhere. Do you understand? That can be your family, it can be anyone.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why, bro, we've been saying this today. Surroundings.
Yeah.
That is a key. It's such a key part when it comes to blessings being blocked. You come from your surroundings play a big part. Some of the people you might be surrounding yourself by, you don't know their heart. You don't know spiritually. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
Your friends. You could be good friends, but you don't know their heart. You don't know what they do behind doors. You don't know how they get their money.
Yeah.
That plays a big part. So surroundings, you need to make sure you are surrounded by people, good people.
Yeah. And you are connected to that energy. And that energy will also come and take over your energy as well. Do you understand? If you lost and on pause and questioning life, like, well, why is my life like this? For why this chapter of a day feels like this every day that you wake up? Living in the same loop, you understand? And it's just not progressing, you understand? Waking up feeling like it's the same thing every day, do you understand? In life, like, life is not meant to feel like, life is meant to feel like a new chapter each day. You should be receiving new blessings, you should feel like you're changing but also blossoming, do you understand? That's what got knocked off of you, you understand? When you're feeling, you're questioning things, and you have to go look at art to make yourself feel happy, that is no longer, you're no longer feeling for what life brings you with inside. Do you understand? So you got to understand it as well. Do you understand? If life doesn't feel like there's a different journey every day, and somebody's in your life, if you feel like someone's in your journey every day, that means somebody in your life, you understand, doesn't have a clean spirit. You understand? The spirit projecting your aura, you understand, is affecting the way you live. You understand? Your lifestyle. You understand? Just by putting someone in your emotional space, that's a big thing. Couples, anything within this life. You're a reflection to the other person. You also, within this life, you want to be selfish, but in this life, you can't be selfish. You understand?
You can't.
Be selfish to know God, but also have a reflection to reflect for other people, to be within the same journey as you. That's what you want a person to be. Do you understand? But when you're being selfish and within this mindset, you don't know where you're dragging on people. Do you know what I'm saying? And they can't only drag them in the wrong way. You could drag them in the wrong aura. Do you understand? Just putting in the right spirit in your space, you understand? And they haven't got a clean spirit, will knock you off. Do you understand? I want you to be careful in life, because you will never know what's a blessing in this path. You will never know what's a blessing in this life. Do you know what I'm saying? How'd you get, for example, you saw a Ferrari, vroom. How'd you get that Ferrari? Do you understand?
You don't know what they had to do, innit?
What do they have to do for Ferrari?
It could have been anything you're coming from. So yeah, but the thing is, you know what, in this life here that we live here, any small thing's a blessing, you know. Things like just breathing, being able to see another day, that's a blessing. Being able to go work, that's a blessing. And that is something that I learned so much, especially during this whole COVID, the pandemic you're coming from. The amount of jobs that was lost, the amount of people that have been affected financially, bro, even schools, even schools not being open, it makes you appreciate life more where you're coming from, because those things play an impact in your life. If you don't have money to pay certain bills, then that's going to affect you. Why? Because you're not going to be able to, how are you going to be able to live for a little bit you're coming from? So this whole pandemic, I hope that this whole pandemic has opened up people's eyes and makes you appreciate life even more.
And we're living in like a lifestyle of not like a pimp, but like a spirit of a poor person. To be appreciative, you understand?
Mhm.
Have a spirit of a poor person. A poor person does not complicate his art in life. You understand? He doesn't chase nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? He doesn't think of what tomorrow is going to bring to him. Like, he's just grateful for how the day comes. Do you understand?
For the smallest things he has.
Yeah. What obstacle comes his way, it doesn't bother him. Do you understand? He's just grateful within his heart and what his spirit brings to him. You understand? For what is a blessing and what can upset him in a day, you understand? It will not upset him, do you understand? Because he's prepared for it, you understand?
Mhm.
His mind has no thought to judge other people, you understand? But he's loving to his surroundings. He's considered a nobody to the world, but he's free from the world, you understand? Because he knows he's on time, he's not in a rush no more. And that's what we're in today. We're not in a rush no more. Do you understand?
We're not in a rush, or we are?
No, we're not in a rush. Many people want to be in a rush.
But we're not in a rush.
But we're not in a rush. And this is the time we need to take out and just think to ourselves that we're not in a rush and we're just on time. We need to understand your chapter for what you're bringing. Be careful for what you put in your mindset. You put your mind to, you understand? For our mindset is the temple of God. Do you understand? But if you put it to what the world has to offer for you, do you understand? Your struggle and your misunderstandings. Many people are struggling because now they're trying to get big jobs and all of this stuff now. Boom, close. You gotta do something, boom, close. So it's understanding that this is not you. It's not your lifestyle, is it? Because if it's closed, then you are not in control. But one thing you are in control of,
Your life.
you. Do you understand what I'm saying? For example, you're low in life. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you wanted wealth. And you see a man that had wealth and he had everything, you understand? And you wanted wealth, everything you wanted within your life, you understand? Just remember, you understand? Someone's trapped within life, do you understand? Within their life, whether it's in the past, you understand? Whether someone's given it to them or it's been self-made, you understand? You got to be very careful. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just be gracious for what you have within yourself.
Just appreciate it. Just appreciate the stuff you have in your life, man. I feel that's what we need to do, man. I feel like a lot of us are ungrateful. We don't appreciate the things that we have in it.
Yeah. And
we need to start appreciating things more, man. And I hope, again, that 2020 made us appreciate life itself. And come from appreciate that we're here because a lot of people passed away. And until now as well, you know, we're going to be on lockdown for quite a while. Do you come from? So during this whole lockdown, use this time to maybe find a new craft. Work on yourself. Work on bettering yourself. Growth. Try to surround yourself by good people. Do you come from? People that want to see you succeed in life. Not people that have bad energy and bad intentions. Stop surrounding yourself with people that are not even ambitious, man. People that are not motivated in life.
It's the people that you laugh with and you share the same life art with, you understand? Only using the same percentage of your brain to see them, do you understand? You tend to close a blind eye to them, do you understand what I'm saying? You build a connection with them and experience the art of life. For what you guys from a kid, I want you to be like this, I want you to come with me, you understand? You want to experience the art of life, you understand? What we pursue, and we want to pursue something with them within this life. Not knowing the art, you understand, of life. Is in what God has installed within us, you understand, to blossom spiritually and mentally, you understand? Instead of looking at the spirit of the person of the heart, you understand, our ears become deaf for what is meant to hear, our eyes become blind, do you understand what I'm saying? So, what we're meant to see, we can no longer see, do you know what I'm saying? What we're meant to hear, we can no longer hear, you understand? Mentally, I don't know where we become no more, do you understand? Even with no growth, you understand? When you have growth, you can instantly see, you understand, a man with growth. But if you have no growth, then how are you going to see it? Everyone looks normal to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the mindset of, I think we can't see good and bad, innit? Do you understand what I'm saying? You start to realise that. So we need to cut that off very quickly, you understand? I want you to understand, I want you to let go of stuff, you understand? I understand the meaning of growth, but before you have to understand, you've got to let go for what you have within your sight right now. Do you understand? Because what is that? What's that's giving you is the same mindset as everyone else, and you're not understanding for the people that don't have growth and have growth. I want you to have, in this life, many people are going to damage you. Many people are going to come their way, do you understand, to make sure that you don't get what you want. I want you to reflect and put the blame on yourself. Even in this world, we walk around and feel like, oh, this guy tempted me, this guy done this and this guy done.
You need to own up. What we need to do is own up for our own actions. Do you come from? Own up for your own mistakes. If you made a mistake, be like, you know what? I made a mistake. I'll be honest. But what can I do next time to make sure that mistake doesn't occur?
But forgive it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously, forgive. Forgive is important. You forgive, you move on, and you focus on yourself.
Because you shook hands for the agreement. Do you know what I'm saying? But also walking, blame yourself for walking in that path. But also, overall, you still walk within that path. Do you know what I'm saying? From your old, you understand? And change your old ways. You understand? Enlighten yourself to a new chapter and start a new leaf. Understand that self-discipline is the key in life, and do not return back to what your past is. Do you understand? Don't even have a think or a mindset for where it is. For what you used to hold on to, tell God to put it in God's hands. Do you understand? And tell him to remove that. But also to remove all the things that you thought within yourself that you feel like is holding you back. But also in this life, I want you to not hold and feel like within this world, whatever knocks you down makes you stronger. Do you understand? I don't want you to have that mindset, but also you gotta understand, for when you do that, have that mindset, it only builds anger within yourself, and it only builds you to have a mindset to be selfish-minded. So I want you to let go, but also to think about what the guy said about you. Do you understand? There's nothing wrong with you, but I also want you to have the mindset to look at that, look for what the guy said and said, maybe in this life this guy told me this, do you know what I'm saying? But I want to put a change to that self. Yeah, I want to put a change in myself. Accept it.
Sit down, reflect what you can do better to better yourself as a person.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to start doing. We need to start being able to accept when people give us feedback about ourselves and better yourself next time. Do you come from?
But also that, when you start to reflect and better yourself, you understand? You're also giving yourself a long prayer. Also, you're telling yourself to clean yourself for what you didn't know. Do you understand? You want to better understand, and you want to be greater than you was from how you used to act. For why many people pointed their finger out at you. Do you know what I'm saying? Even in this life, it's your structure. Why do people point their finger out? And what it's going to do is going to give you a long prayer. Some people feel like you need to turn to religion. Some people feel like you need to turn into faith. But also, that is your gift to God to say that I've messed up in life. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to restart. To start a new chapter. And I also want you to, and that's going to give you the law of perfection. You understand? You understand? The laws of the Lord is perfect. You understand? Refreshing the soul. Understand? And just reflecting for, you understand? Reflecting to what was simple within your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? To guide you for what was simple. And what is simple is to also to follow the structure within your family. You understand? But also putting you back to square one. And I feel like within this world, we all need to get back to square one within this time, but not to follow for what this world gives us, but also just be back to square one and to restart and to just look and just to take the time out and just to breathe. Collect the energy that you was meant to have from your family and keep that within your heart, within yourself, and bless you, and also just keep that within your life to keep striving. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this world's only going to damage you, but I feel like that's the foundation that we need to build within ourselves. So also the commandment of your parents, but also the commandment of what God is trying to bring within your life.
Right.
And I feel like that's about it. The world is trying to push you in a place to collide with each other, but it's now to distance yourself away from what the world gives you and walking within a path where your family wants to go, but also where you want to go within yourself. And also, you just want to be there. Do you understand? You just want your heart to pump. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. Just don't let the world bring you down. You know, we just need to be very mindful of the things that we tend to follow in this world. Be mindful also as well of the surroundings we have around us. Coming from the end of the day, not everyone wants the best for you, unfortunately. A lot of people are also waiting for your downfall as well. So it's important. You've got to take that into consideration. You know what? If I'm someone that I'm surrounded by people that I feel like are bad, what can I do to better myself? Distance yourself from them, where you're coming from. And maybe when you start distancing yourself as well from them, maybe you're going to start to see a change in your life. Where you come from. Some of the traits that you might have had before, it's now gone. Why? Because you distance yourself from that person.
Even when they come back to come look for you and to look at your traits, it's no longer there.
Yeah, they're going to be thinking, wait, this guy used to do this. What's going on now?
And this guy, they may feel like you're weird. Even your friends may feel like you're weird, but you're only bettering yourself. You understand? You're only going to find a person with the same kind of structure as you. Do you understand? Don't feel like you need everybody within your journey, because this journey is only by yourself. For example, if you went to go admire a guy that does football, you went to go admire a guy that does tennis, goes to admire a guy that does anything to make you feel like this world gives you wealth. You understand? In this last time of the world, if God could look down within this earth and look at you and say, what's happening? Do you know what I'm saying? How do you feel? How do you think you'll react within this? Everything that you're doing right now. You understand? You're saying, like, how would you think you react? Would you turn to left of the guy and say, he told me? But you'll be like, no, because his mindset's on whatever he's been.
At the end of the day, it's your life, isn't it?
So it's your life. You've got to understand it.
Exactly. You've got your own mindset. So I feel like it's really important. So I hope you guys do actually take this into consideration and sit down and think, you know what? Maybe it's my surroundings, man. Let me keep away from them.
But also, maybe it's
yourself. Maybe it's yourself as well. So reflect as well. Take time to reflect on yourself. Maybe it's, I don't have the best relationship with God. Let me focus on building a better relationship with God. As much as I feel like a lot of people also seek God when they're going through stuff in their life.
Yeah.
Listen, you should also pray to God every single day. You're coming from every single day. Let's not just seek God when we need Him. You're coming from.
Like I say right now, within these times when you're going to seek anyway, these are gifts for yourself to carry within your journey. You don't feel like it's just, it goes and you carry on with life. These are all big gifts.
Continue.
But thank you for watching today. Now we're going to wrap up. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And also share. Make sure you share a friend so they can see.
Yeah, man. Like I said, there's going to be more episodes to come. We hope you guys like this. Happy New Year. I hope 2021 is going to be a good year. You can come from. Like he said, share, like, subscribe, comment, get me.
Also, go to our Instagram and follow Through the Eyes Podcast. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go share to your friends so they can see it for their eyes. You understand? Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. We're grateful for everything. You understand?
It's a wrap, innit? Like I said, it's Through the Eyes, innit? It's Through the Eyes for a reason, innit? Through the Eyes, so that's it.
I hope you gave a good surprise and yeah, man. We finished by the day.
That's done.